Hi everyone, it's Karen from the Beyond IVF Baby channel. I'm so glad you're here. Today we're talking about back to school and the baby blues. Why? Because all the kids are getting ready to head back to school. You know it. You feel the changes. The weather is getting cooler, yet you still don't have your baby. And maybe it's an extra difficult time right now. Maybe you're in an IVF cycle, perhaps you just failed a cycle, or maybe you've had a recent miscarriage. All of these added on top of that makes things really difficult for you. So in today's video, I'm going to spend a moment and be a little bit reflective. If you appreciate the content and the tips I provide, I would love it if you would head to my website and give a like and subscribe to my videos. It would mean so much to me. So what I wish I would have done differently during my 10-year journey would be to really enjoy the moments that I had apart from the devastation when I found out here's another pregnancy that has been lost, or here's another IVF cycle that has failed. Trying to find something different that I could have done to really help me put things into a different perspective, certainly a more positive perspective. And it was easy to wallow in the pain because I had plenty of other fertility friends also going through the trauma of failed cycles and, difficult IVF treatment plans and the financial burden of IVF and all of these things. But what I found while I was pregnant successfully that time, and also while I was anticipating what was going to happen month by month, as each month ended up being fine without any problems. What can I do during this time where I'm in creation mode, I'm being creative? I decided to turn to some of my interests that I had pretty much put to bed, which included doing things like drama, like art, really the creatives. I really enjoy all of it. And I started doing that finally once I was in my third trimester, realizing, I might just get to the finish line and I'm going to be positive when I go into labor and I go to the hospital. Things are going to end well and I'm going to come home with my baby. And thankfully, it did happen that way. I didn't anticipate a C-section, but it happened. I got through it. We pivoted and it worked out. So, what are some things that you could do differently when you're feeling a bit blue or sad because, as the seasons are changing, as, the weather is getting cooler, and as all the holidays are coming, from Thanksgiving family gatherings to Christmas and birthdays and possibly other birth announcements, it's all going to take a toll on you. And perhaps you're suffering in silence and pain. It's just you and your partner who are going, through it privately, and you're trying to keep it all together. I really think besides the old tried and true methods, working with a counselor, talking to someone about your feelings, perhaps journaling, doing yoga, all of these things are positive. And you want to keep on trying new things or adding something else, dropping something for time constraints, of course, to find something that is really speaking to you now. Perhaps in the beginning, acupuncture was speaking to you, but now after a year or two, it's not. Fine, try something different. Maybe a massage would be better. Maybe even a simple pedicure would be better to make you feel more relaxed. I would, of course, advise you to go for toxic free pedicures, and Aveda is really good at that. And there are other salons as well, but That's one of the more notable ones. But really, from my long journey, the things I found is putting your mind in a more positive um, framework, even if you don't feel positive. And that's why affirmations are difficult. What I mean by affirmations is if you say, this cycle, I'm going to have a healthy baby. Well, at this point, after a lot of failure, you don't believe it. I don't believe it. And perhaps even your doctor doesn't believe it. So you want to change it to something more believable, yet you have that positive spin so you can believe it. For instance, you can say, what if this cycle I have a successful, healthy pregnancy? And then you go on from there, little by little. Incorporate new things this time that, make you feel a different way, put you in a different framework. It's all about really your mindset. And it's hard to sometimes wrap your head around that, but it is. So do all the healthy things you're doing, but try to pivot and incorporate different things to help your mindset be more hopeful, be more receptive, and find a new hobby. You deserve it. You don't need to put yourself, um, you know, like on bed rest, so to speak, or put yourself in punishment. You're already punishing yourself so much with all the hurdles you have to jump through just to have your baby. So I hope this will find that you will feel a little bit more hopeful, a little bit more peace, and a little bit more calm. Until next time, I'll see you again. Bye bye for now.